In this episode, we revisit Elite Dungeons 2, the Dragonkin Laboratory. We make some weird off-meta changes and buy some Elite Serenic and a pair of Blightbound crossbows, seeing if the criminal bolts are no joke or if they're just a fun off-meta pick. If you're brand new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe, and welcome to the Dragonkin Laboratory. Let's get right into it. So this was my first time going back to ED2 in maybe like 6 months. The bosses were pretty fun, as always. This is a dungeon I'm actually looking forward to doing for this series. I've always liked the idea of like running through all these dragons and blowing them up. I think the design of ED2 is really cool. The area is really nicely done. I think this is probably the best Elite dungeons to do. It's very fun and enjoyable. It has still some reasonable loot. We actually roll ourselves like a 17 mil amount of Dragonkin energies, the stuff that's needed to make T92 Tectonic, and it doubled. So we were able to get ourselves a good chunk of cash. And my duo, Ink, he actually managed to get himself a barge, and I think that's sold for like maybe like 150-ish mil. So it's still, I maybe say because of the combat bit, it's maybe like a mid-tier dungeon now. Depending on the gear that you're going, you can do it on your own pace, and if you're trying to speed run dungeons, I think you could probably hit maybe like 4, 5 dungeons per hour. Easily 6 or 7 kills an hour, maybe, if you're able to get the flight skips for Blackstone Dragon. It was actually very fun to go for the flight skips. I had never known what you needed to do for it, and we weren't able to do it in a duo, but we had a third pop in at the end of the hour, and we were able to get ourselves a flight skip at the very end, and that was pretty cool to see. I didn't know that you actually needed to get him down from after the hands attack, that you had to drop him down to 0 health. I thought you had to get him to like a threshold. So it was very interesting to see that you could definitely just get away with just beating him down. You could do a necromancy really easy, but I was running around using the bolts, and I was actually trying out the SGB, which are the new Dracolich armor. Not the elite version, because I don't got like 2 bill to throw away. I'm doing this stuff, and I don't really use ranged all that often. This is kind of like my off-meta pick. I'm a hardcore melee main. I love using melee everywhere, so this is a big change for me, trying to use range and stuff. I'm learning the tempo, I'm learning the changes, the ammo swapping with quiver. There's a lot of stuff that makes range unique and fun, and when you drop a big fat SGB on one of these monsters' foreheads and you see all them fat numbers, it's something else. So range definitely has its perks. I haven't even touched Bow of the Last Guardian yet, so I have no idea how that kind of dopamine hits, but I'm sure it's stupendous and we will get it eventually down the line. That's actually why we're doing this series, because I'm really just trying to stack gold, get best in slot, and because I'm a fashionista, I just want to dye my gear. Even while I was making this video, I had to set up some AFK stuff. I'm working towards 200 mil Slayer right now, and I was at the bank and I saw somebody wearing Ice Malevolent. I'm like, dude, that is some drippy stuff. But I also think like that's a really big investment, so we gotta make some money and make some choices down the line. I don't think we're gonna make ice dyes right now, but regardless, Elite Dungeons 2 has been a very good time. I'm gonna try and maybe only run this in a group. I know solos you can definitely get better drop chances, but I think it's more fun. That's why it's an MMO. You want to do this stuff with a group. We ended up doing about 2 hours worth of this wonderful Blackstone Dragon. No loot, no log prong on this yet. Our KC is at about 133 duos or group instances, and then I think I'm still sitting at around 60 to 70 KC for solo runs. We're still just missing a barge, and we're still just missing the dragon pet, so eventually we will get it, and I really want this pet. Oh man, the Blackstone Dragon as a pet is awesome. It reminds me of a giant dog. That's all it is. I think that would be such a cool pet, and I'll be very excited to finally get that one, and we're probably going to revisit it very soon. We did almost manage a duo flight skip, and we got so close. Take a look at this clip I got from stream. Oh, hell yeah. That's way better. Oh my god.
Get him, get him, get him, get him.
Oh my god, dude.
No.
Oh my god. That is so tragic. That is so tragic.
Hey man, we tried.
Dude,
We
super
tried.
close.
Oh, close.
With this being our first time coming back to ED2 since the combat buffs, we're kind of doing a hard reset on a lot of our kill times. We're trying to get new PBs and seeing where we stand and doing DPS and all those things. And so this is kind of where we're at now. Okay. And another PB. By 1 tick, baby. No.
That's all it takes.
All it takes.
One of the, I usually do some cool with it. Either one, doesn't matter.
Oh, look at this.
Thank you.
Easy, dude. Oh my goodness. Stupendous. 115. 1 minute and 6 second PB. Look at that. Probably a big reason why I would not be getting a bulge is the sheer fact that it's like 3 bill. Like, that is a lot of money. Like, that's 1/4 of my net worth. I'm worth. It went down 1.5. I'm worth 1.5. So that'd be. That's investing in so much money into one style, and I don't know if I would have the mental capacity to want to put that much stock into it. I'd much rather diversify my skills, like my gear. So that if I don't feel like doing melee, I don't feel like doing range, I don't feel like doing necro, I can just like swap and just do it if I can, and then it's just a different set of playing. I don't like being locked into one play style, but I think it's okay to go off the off meta path and just kind of do what feels fun, you know what I mean? So, making some big moves here, people. I got us full elite Serenic and light bounce. So this way we have the maximized ability of proccing off the criminal bolt effects. Very, very fun. I am a huge fan of set effects. And best part, as we're going for the elite dungeon titles, these will not degrade in the elite dungeons. If you did not know, elite tectonic, masterwork, melee armor, and elite Serenic don't degrade in the elite dungeons. It is a tremendous perk. Sometimes this stuff can be really expensive to repair. So if you perk out your gear appropriately for whatever you're trying to be doing, or whatever combat style you want to use when you're running the elite trios, it is pretty smart to maybe look ahead and plan accordingly for what gear you want to take in there. I'll probably be taking the ranged gear into ED3, and it'll probably run all of them, really, because in truth, kind of can run them with any style you'd like. If you want to maximize whatever, you can use whichever style, but I think I'm going to be probably running ED2 with ranged. This seems fun. I've done a lot of ED2 with Magic, and I think it's time for a change. So, picked up ourselves some Elite Serenic, and we're going to perk it out, see what we can do. We're going to put some money down. We have 200 mil to burn, so we're going to try and see if we can get some best in slots. We're going to actually break down our current Serenic, our regular T90 set, because actually the Elite Serenic is a T92, so it has better DPS in general, plus a improved set effect, going from a 6% chance to proc. So I have no idea what I would be doing with these sets after removing the perks. I was thinking about maybe investing the equipment separators into them, but because equipment separators simply cost a tremendous amount of resources to get them, 400 clear parts, 35 of ethereal, precious, protective, and 2 undead components. These are kind of a pain to get. I don't really want to spend a lot of time trying to re-perk them, and I'm just impatient. So we're gonna break them down right now. Main thing, level 19. What we really care about is that you will recover any installed gizmos, so we will get these perks back. We have Relentless 4, Relentless 5, Crackling 4, and Enhanced Devoted 4. Those are best in slot, so we'll break this down right now. Bingo. Dang, these perks are so old. They're in regular things. Insane. All right, so we're gonna break down the augmented regular T90s. We got Lucky 6 abrasive. Probably gonna swap that one out. And then we have a crackling 3, biting 3. We'll break that down. Make sure you will recover any installed gizmos. Wunderbar. We will get those right now. And as well, I've had Ceramic for a very, very, very long time. These are in regular gizmo shells. So now we'll just throw these in here and we will adjust the perks as need be. And that's going to wrap up this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I would love if you could subscribe, like the video, drop a comment, let me know what your favorite PVM encounter is, and I might just take it on in the next episode. Check out the socials below. Follow me on Twitch, find me on Twitter, and you have a good day. Bye-bye.